A bearded dragon stares up at me. He's pissed off, and I don't blame him. Falcor's wearing his little metal-studded collar, and I'm holding a leash, which I feel might be a bit too masculine for his nature. He's not mine. We're together unwittingly, and he's more upset about it than he has a right to be. I'm the one sitting on the side of the road with all my earthly belongings shoved into one suitcase and 2 plastic shopping bags. I only had 2 hours to pack all my stuff and vacate from my current living situation. The month-to-month arrangement in a share house with 4 other tenants was more like awkward sleepovers with strangers. I should have clued in that perhaps something was happening when one by one the other residents started moving out and taking all the furniture with them. But alas, I only found out 2 hours ago that we were being evicted. Sabina, the aforementioned bearded dragon's mother, left me a note informing me. May have forgotten to mention we can no longer live here. Need your stuff out by 10 a.m. Take Falcor for me. We'll collect in a few days. Can't take animals where I'm going. I read the note 5 times before it sank in that I no longer had a place to stay, and that I am the temporary guardian of a reptile. I've been pondering over the wording while I sit waiting on the curb. She can't take him where she's going? Is she engaging in space travel? I couldn't have been the best option she had available to her. Falcor and I hardly interacted in the short time we lived together, so we're awkward with each other at best. I ruled out long-term commitments with leases and roommates after one too many bad experiences. The final straw was when I signed a 6-month lease with a friend of a friend. She seemed normal, but doesn't everyone until you get them in their home environment? She kept the wacky hidden for the first 2 weeks, and then started dishing out rules like they were my favourite lollipops. By month 2, she enforced a no drop-in of friends and family rule. Every visitor had to be pre-approved. My older brother Joe didn't listen to her nonsense and dropped in more often to spite her. She chased him out with a broom and then banned him for 3 months. After that, I vowed to never sign a lease again. That decision, however, has led me down the path I arrived at today. Homeless, sitting on the side of the road in sweltering heat, with an irritable lizard giving me the cold shoulder. Felicity beeps her horn as she pulls into the driveway. She seems so happy to see me that she doesn't even notice Falcor as she hops out of her car. She's holding a bottle of champagne and enveloping me in a hug, so I'm taking it as a good sign. Thank you. I owe you for this. I mumbled into her deep brown spiral curls before pulling back from her hug. I'm happy this is happening. Perfect timing. I get dumped and you're homeless. We're a perfect pair, says Felicity in her usual sweet sing-song voice. Your positivity is giving me a tummy ache. It's that, or we sit on the road here and cry. I gesture to the champagne bottle. Perhaps we'll be crying later. Most likely. Let's go. Felicity helps me with my bags when Falcor comes into her line of sight. She halts. Liv? What is that? Did I forget to mention this on the phone? I'm sure I mentioned it. Or perhaps we'd already hung up and I whispered it into the phone afterwards. Felicity sighs before picking up one of my sad plastic bags. Come on then. That thing is staying in your bedroom. Falcor seems horrified by the idea, but it's not the worst proposal I've ever had.